60 Minutes begins its 46th season on Sunday, and on the broadcast, I sit down with Bill O'Reilly to talk about the new book he co-authored, Killing Jesus. In its first day on sale, it outperformed the debut of his last #1 bestseller, Killing Kennedy. The new book is O'Reilly's take on the final days of Jesus and the crucifixion.
You go in great detail to describe Jesus' crucifixion, in gory detail. Why?
It's important to understand the brutality of the day and what they did to this guy who did absolutely nothing. And life was cheap.
According to O'Reilly, depictions like this are wrong, that Jesus was not nailed to the cross through his hands because his hands would not have held the weight of his body. So Jesus was really nailed through his wrists. And O'Reilly says there was usually a seat on the cross, but soldiers took it off this time because they wanted Jesus to die faster.
They didn't want the folks seeing him on there. They thought there was going to be big trouble if they saw him there. So they wanted to kill him and out of there.
You include 2 quotes from Jesus on the cross, but not the most famous one. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Why not?
We don't put in things that we don't think happened.
How do you know?
Because you couldn't say something like that audibly that people would hear. You die on a cross from being suffocated, that your lungs can't take in any more air. You can hardly breathe. We believe Jesus said that, but we don't believe he said it on the cross because nobody could have heard it.
But Bill, you know what people are going to say. The Bible says that Jesus said on the cross, Father, forgive them, but Bill O'Reilly says that's not true. So I should believe Bill.
You believe what you want. If you want to take the Bible literally, then that's your right to do that.
But you use as your sources for this book the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, but you pick and choose.
Right, but that's not our only source. I mean, we use Muslim sources, we use Roman sources, we use Jewish sources.
So is this the gospel according to Bill?
This is best available evidence according to Bill. We believe that the oral history in the Bible is largely accurate, but we're not taking it literally.
So this is now his 3rd bestseller history book. He was once a history teacher, but there's something about the brand of Bill O'Reilly that sells. But this book will be controversial. Yeah.
He writes it with a co-author who does a lot of the good research for him.
He does. He has a co-author who does all the research, and then Riley says he takes that in narrative form but rewrites it in what he calls, these are fast-paced thrillers.
You can see Nora's entire interview with Bill O'Reilly this Sunday night on 60 Minutes here on CBS.